So we're going to take a journey together now. Yes? Closing your eyes, feeling relaxed and comfortable in your body, whether you're sitting or lying down. Taking 3 breaths into the heart space. We're going to walk from this building now in Redfern towards the park at the end of the street. When we get there, we see a formation of trees in the center of the park that form a circle. We sit in circle within the trees. They hold space for us, the ancient knowledge of interconnectedness, of oneness, of ancient wisdom, of the elementals. In the middle of the space in front of us, in the grass area that we are circled upon, a golden light appears, just big enough for us to hop on through, one at a time. It is a portal of energy to another time, another place. And we are now to jump through this portal of light, this golden frequency of the Christed light. And we find ourselves in another land now. We recognize it as England in the old days. In front of us are large, green, sprawling hills, lush vegetation and forest in the background. We're going to go on a journey into the forest. This place is known as Avalon. We walk into the forest, the birds cheeping in the trees, the sun above our heads sprinkled through the rooftop of leaves from the canopy of vegetation around us. There is a small track for us to follow. It's so beautiful. It feels so magical and ancient. It's as though we're going into a magic grotto. We feel the energy of Merlin, the ancestors of Christ, Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. The energies follow us deep into the forest. We wind our way through the bracken and the blueberries, picking off one at a time to nourish ourselves as we go deeper and deeper into the forest. And eventually we get to a small clearing in the thick of the forest, in the heart of the forest. And in fact, the trees that surround this clearing are shaped in a heart shape. And in the center of this clearing is a stone altar or table. It's big enough for us all to sit around. As we sit, the energies of the Ascended Ones surround us, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, Mother Mary, Moses, Abraham. These teachers of the ancient times have come to work with our energy today, to gift us the light of the Christ within our hearts. As we sit at the table, we notice them rummaging around behind us, and return occasionally to see that they're digging holes in the grass, in the ground behind and around this table. And they're digging holes, and as they dig out the holes, they are plucking out of the earth crystals that have been hidden from the consciousness of man for many eons, in fact, since the days of Atlantis. They were planted in the earth to be unveiled and released at this specific time, when the heart of humanity was ready to accept the heart of Christ as one, in oneness. These masters put all the crystals on the table in front of us on the altar. They're a little soiled, they're a little dirty, but they're still magnificent. Quartz, Lemurian quartz, Merkabahs, crystal skulls, green crystals of the earth that have been hidden, emeralds, rubies, sapphires. It's so amazing to see these real jewels of the earth being returned to the surface so that they can once again work with humanity to transform the planet. As you sit and look at the table, one crystal in particular is calling you, has your name on it, if you will. And we are asked now to pick that crystal up in our hands, hold it close to our hearts, and let it activate something within our Christed heart, within our own heart consciousness. Let it work with the energy of the heart now. Maybe you get some information about your soul's path. Maybe you get a teaching from Jeshua. Or maybe you simply feel the golden light of the Christ energy emanating from the crystal. Sit now with this crystal intelligence and let it talk to your heart. Just taking a gentle breath, feeling the energy infusion of this Christ light, the ancient wisdom of Atlantis, merging with your own heart center, filling the heart space with golden light, filling the front to the back of the heart space. As this Christed light energy moves into the deep chambers of the heart, any old energies of the past lives, we could say Atlantis, Lemuria, the Cathars, are being gently released from the chambers of the heart so that you can move more into oneness, away from separation and towards unconditional love for self and all. Shiputete porricos bagate kutete berico da rikishkele body boriki kutututudam dodadi shile bogadaki lataki kutorepi be batata kanada katakata dedikotika shalakabodo dodik bagado shalako the other dikata ki shit kutote banana katakatika to shile batata ki kutoto sholokote banana kanana kataki kotaki pedikiki shalaka kaka shit kutote bedaki ki. And with this energy swirling and shifting and merging with your own heart space, you now return the crystal to the table. At the left of the table is a golden throne, and seated upon this throne is someone that we recognize. It is the energy of the being we know as Jesus. He is here to communicate with us today. The energy of the Christ light, which he came to earth to radiate and bring forth into the DNA consciousness of humanity. And each of us are going to be giving an initiation from Jesus today. It is an initiation as a soldier of Christ to carry out his work as beings of the Christ consciousness. So one by one, you are taken to his throne and sit before him. It is a private audience with him. He has a sword by his side, but he is very at peace with his energy. As he talks to you, he places the sword on the top of your head, then on your left shoulder, then on your right shoulder, and then in the center of your heart. It is a spiritual initiation into the love and the resurrection within. Gifted with the initiation of the Christ light for your mission work, for your hearts, for your soul, reconnecting you with the Christed timeline within. Also reconnecting you with your own regenesis potential, your own inner resurrection of your soul, your own rebirthing, if you will, into a new way, bringing in the new energies, the new downloads, the new frequencies in an integrated soul embodiment, supporting your expansion in the coming year of 2019. You feel the joy in your heart. You feel the abundance in the heart space, the freedom and the peace of the consciousness of the Christ energy. It is here to carry you forth in whatever you do, wherever you go, and whoever you be. And it will continue to expand by simply bringing His energy into your awareness in the coming days, weeks, and months. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And we know now that we have to say goodbye to this beautiful and amazing and a magical space. The Ascended Masters are us standing around us, holding hands, wearing white. They are beaming joy and love and peace to us. They are so happy that we have done this work today and that we have the courage and continued to be tenacious in our spiritual expansion, growth, and releasing of the old ways. They ask us never to fear or give up or feel hopeless. That we are always surrounded with their energies, their love and light, and that we will never be forsaken again. As Jesus died on the cross for our sins, we have a template to feel forgiven for anything and everything in this life and every other life. We are wiping the slate clean so that we can move forward and support an expanded fifth dimensional earth frequency in unity, peace, and oneness. And so it is. It is time to leave now. We bow to the Masters. We put our hands on the ground, feeling the connection of the earth here, the sacredness. We know that it is time to leave, so we step up from the land, and we walk again through the forest in our minds, weaving through the beautiful nature. A badger pops its head out as we walk past. It's such a beautiful, peaceful land. We walk through the forest, and then we get to the edge of the forest. We see another portal of gold, and it's going to take us back to this place and this time. So one by one we once again return into the portal, taking us back to the here and now of Redfern and Sydney. And we find ourselves back in circle in the Redfern Park at the end of the street. Everything feels a little more golden, the sun shining in our faces. Everything looks a little lighter and sparklier. Our heart feels free, happy. We have been initiated with the Christ consciousness for our hearts and for our work and our souls. We take the time to ground into the energy of the earth at Redfern Park, imbibing the earth with some of the energy that we bring back from Avalon, so that it is anchored at that grid point, and so that it can feed into the grids and support this area of Sydney. In fact, the whole of the earth, but specifically for this grid point. And when that is complete and we feel grounded and centered, we walk up the street again and back up into the space where we began the meditation. Finding ourselves seated or lying in the room, we just take some time now to rest, relax, be with this energy. And in a minute or two I will call you back. So just rest now. Many blessings, many blessings, many blessings. And so it is. Amen.